Hello there, I'm Charmaine Renaud, here to help you have total health naturally. I want you to be able to master that personal peace, to be comfortable in your own skin, being yourself, and to make the most of your life. Because if we don't have our health, physically or emotionally, it's very difficult to go out there and enjoy life. So today, I want to share with you a refreshing mindful meditation to do with detoxing and recharging your body. Because our body goes 24/7, and as you listen to the meditation, what I would recommend is you get yourself into a bath. Have a nice Epsom salts bath with half a cup of Epsom salts in it, and put maybe some lavender in it or some other essential oil to help with your detoxification and cleansing your body. So let me just share with you more about that so that you can listen and improve and make the most of your health. Let me know how you go at the end of this, how you feel and what it's like for you. To how you can recharge your battery. Your body is forever going 24/7, but it's good to stop, give it a clean out, give it a reboot, and let it regenerate. So today I just want to congratulate you for taking your time out to spend time on you and your body. So as we get started, imagine an area outside, somewhere where there's water. It might be at the sea, it might be at a pool, it could be a pond or a river or a waterway. Somewhere that you may have been, but or an image that you have of somewhere that you know refreshes you. So first of all, I just like you to look around and see what colours there is, what shapes there might be, and just take note of what you can see. And while you're doing that, think about, is there any fragrance? Fragrance from maybe animals, maybe the water, maybe just moisture in the air, or even birds. So just listen and smell. And then also consider the sounds. What sounds there is. Does the water have a waterfall? Is it bouncing, coming down? Or is there the waves coming in from the sea? Whatever it might be, listen to the sounds. So just stop for a moment, take in all those sounds, what it looks like, what it smells like. Just take it all in and acknowledge it. Now I want you to go to the water's edge, and before you go in the water, realise that you are safe. And I want you to take off all of your clothes, and including your underwear. And remember, you are safe to do this. Now I want you to walk into the water and just feel the water coming up your legs, up to your hips and your body and arms and shoulders. And now I want you to just lie on your back and relax in the water like you're floating, as if you're floating, and put your stomach to the outside so that you're looking up to the sky. Now while you're there, imagine a zip from your head all the way down past your navel to your pubic bone. Now that zip, I want you to open up. Pull the zip gently down over your head, through your chest, over your stomach and down to that pubic bone. So when you do that, you may even feel rubbish jumping out of your body, oozing out. If that's the case, just let it ooze out and let it just go out into the water and let it disappear. Now we're going to do a bit of cleansing. First of all, we're going to go to the brain. Our brain is constantly thinking, it's constantly keeping our body actually working. It's shaped similar to a walnut, and know that there's lots of crevices and everything around it. But what I want you to do is, with your hands, gently massage it, but also clean out in between the crevices. And let it be acknowledged that it's okay to be clean of negativity, of sadness, of grief, of irritability. So let it all just be stimulated. And if there's any rubbish, let that rubbish ooze out into the water and disappear. So just give it a nice stimulation. And now, once you've done that, let's go to your throat. Our throat helps us express our thoughts and our words. So go to there and open it up and just give it a bit of a rub, a massage. But sometimes we get thoughts and words and phlegm stuck in the throat. And just see that slide out of the body as you stimulate and massage it. And let it go out into the water. And before you leave that area, put a little bit of a blue colour there. A blue colour for protection. And now go to your chest. This is where our lungs and our heart are sitting. First of all, we're going to go to the lungs. There's two of them on either side of the chest, under the actual rib cage. Now with those lungs, just give them a bit of a polish and a bit of a rub. Stimulate them to know that it's okay. They do a great job of helping you breathe throughout the day and the night continually. But just refresh them by putting a bit of white colour there and nourishing them, stimulating them. And if there's any congestion or sadness locked in there, let it just ooze out into the water. Let it disappear. And just take a breath and relax with that. Now we're going to the heart, which is in the middle of the lungs. Basically, it's about the size of your fist. It has 4 different compartments and it goes 24/7, forever beating to pump the blood around in our bodies. So just give it a gentle rub. It's very soft. It works for you. It holds emotions as well. So stimulate it. Help it to know that it's safe and it's okay for you to be you. So stimulate that heart and let it be nourished. And if there's any sadness, let it just go out into the water. Any rubbish that needs to come out of it, let it go into the water. And before we leave the heart, put a bit of red into it to stimulate it, for it to know that it is well and healthy. And then just below the heart, we're going to come to the stomach. Now our stomach is forever being bombarded with food, liquids, whatever we put into our mouth. And it can be either acid or alkaline in this area. And we want it to be alkaline because that helps us be well and we don't get upset stomachs that way. So what I want you to do is actually open up the stomach, and as if you're tipping out the garbage bin, open it and let the rubbish go into the water. Let it disappear into the water and give it a little bit of a clean on the inside, and then let it close up and join again and become whole again. Then let the stomach sit there in the body and let it know that it's safe to keep moving along. And now let's go to the liver, which is on the right hand side under your rib cage. It would be about the size of your hand if you laid it flat on the body there. Now the liver and the gallbladder are the yin and the yang, and the liver is a filter. It filters a lot of our blood and our foods to a degree. Now with the liver, it's a firm type of organ and brown in colour. So just stimulate it, give it a rub, and the liver often has a lot of irritability and annoyance. So let it be cleaned out of those annoyance and irritabilities of people and situations. Stimulate it, love it, accept it, and let the liver be cleansed. Now the gallbladder sits there as well. It's only a small little pouch, but also give it a bit of a rub and loosen it up so that no stones build in there. And if you need to, if you feel the gallbladder is congested, open it up like we did with the stomach. Open it up and let it clean out. Give it a wash in the water and then put it back in the body. It's fine to do that. And now let's go to the kidneys. Now if you were to put your hands on your hips facing your back, your tips of your fingers facing your vertebrae in your back, just hold your hands there and feel the kidneys. They're not very big, they're about the size of they're smaller than your fist. Now the kidneys filter out fluids particularly, but they're another form of filter. I want you to nourish them, stimulate them, give them a rub, let them know that they are safe. You don't need to be afraid of anything anymore, and they can be strong and well. And if you feel there's anything congested or stuck in there, just give them a wash in the water also. And now let's go to our bowels, the small intestine and the large intestine. The small intestine is like an apron over our lower part of the body, and it's a little thin, about the size of a finger, the thickness of a finger, but it's very long. Now with the small intestine, just stimulate it, push the rubbish along, move it along for it to get to the intestine. The small intestine gives us the goodness out of our foods, the minerals and vitamins. And if you think you need to, cut it open and give it a wash also in the water if you feel you don't empty out well with your bowels. And then let's come to the large intestine. It sits on your right hand side, coming up over your belly button, across and down on the left hand side. So it's not as long as the small intestine, but it gets rid of the crap out of your body. So with the bowel, I want you to open it up as well. Pull it out and put it in the water and open it up. Get the rubbish out of it. You don't need to hold on to any other shit anymore. Let it go in the water. Give it a good clean. Let it all just go. And then when you're ready, give it a shake and put it back into the body as a whole. Now we've really completed all the internal organs and our body's still exposed. We've still got some sun shining down on the body, cleansing and nourishing. But maybe in the cavities around the organs, let the water go in there and take out any garbage or junk that might be still stuck in the body. Let the water go in there and wash it, and then let the rubbish and the pus and the garbage come out of the body. Let it all just go back into the water. And now I just want you to let the sun stimulate like little stars, tickling the organs, energizing the organs, all the different ones that we've talked about, from the brain to the throat, to the lungs, the heart, the stomach, the liver and gallbladder, the kidney, the bowels, and the small intestine and large intestine as part of the bowel. So let them all be stimulated with the sun and the stars of the sun, tickling, invigorating. And in a moment we're going to close up the zip. And if you choose to, you can leave some of those sun stars in the body and let them continue to stimulate and invigorate your organs to be well and have fun. So now I would like you to pull the zip up from the lower part of your body, down near the pelvis, all the way up to the head, and then close it off. And now it's time for you to walk out of the water area. So get yourself organised to come back to the water's edge. And as you come out of the water, just feel how light you are. Feel the water dropping off you, and just feel how much comfortable and energized you are. I do hope you enjoyed that mindful meditation to help you rejuvenate your body, but also to detox and refresh your system. Now, if you need or would like some more help to do the internal body and give the internal body more of a cleanse, I can help you through that. I've done it for at least 7 years within my clinic, for so long, and it's been a great way to invigorate the body. So I'm Charmaine Renner. I'm here to help you to have total health naturally, physically and emotionally, so that you can be the best you can be. And as a Chinese medicine practitioner, I've helped many do the same. And I look forward to speaking to you soon. And if you'd like to ask any questions, please do so down the bottom, or even comment on this meditation so others can learn and hear from you. So I look forward to seeing you in the future.